Joe Biden has, from the time he took office, actually during the time that he was campaigning, he had no intent to secure the border. He talked about open border policies during the campaign, and now he's allowed open border policies with candidly most Americans not even knowing what that meant.
In the United States, an alleged superpower may soon join Italy, Greece, and Russia as validation of the cautionary Adam Smith maxim, there is a great deal of ruin in a nation.
Now the people in New York knows what it means. Now the people in Chicago knows what it means. People across the country are having to experience what open borders mean.
In December alone, the U.S. Border Patrol reported 302,000 encounters with illegal migrants at the southwest border. The total encounters for fiscal years 2022-23 was an almost incomprehensible 4.7 million.
Do you not see a connection between the surge at the border and the policy changes that Joe Biden has made in his first 2 months?
Chris, I do not.
Until they were forced to respond by overwhelmingly unfavorable opinion polling, the years-long Biden-Mayorkas see-no-problem pose was the nadir of political cynicism. But now comes Donald Trump and his followers in Congress, chasing the presumed political rewards of doing absolutely nothing.
Our country is dying. Our border is open and gushing. It's a big gushing wound, letting drugs, crime, and millions upon millions of illegal aliens pour into our country like we've never seen before.
Oklahoma's very conservative Republican Senator James Lankford has spent weeks attempting to shape a compromise on illegal migration with Democrats.
This bill focuses on getting us to 0 illegal crossings a day. There's no amnesty. It increases the number of Border Patrol agents. It increases asylum officers.
It would be coupled with a supplemental bill that has funding for embattled Israel, Ukraine, and Taiwan. This isn't the unto eternity discussion of reforming Social Security. These are national security matters that need addressing right now.
Our supplemental is a prescription for addressing America's top security threats around the globe.
About a week ago, Mr. Trump told congressional Republicans via Truth Social to oppose the Lankford Compromise. One message read, "If you want to have a really secure border, your only hope is to vote for Trump 2024.
For anybody to think that James Lankford, from a ruby red state, with the subject matter expertise that he has on the border, is going to do something soft, it is beyond my comprehension."
Amid these statements, House Speaker Mike Johnson wrote that the Lankford Compromise would be dead on arrival.
I'd rather have no bill than a bad bill.
Doing nothing so that Republicans can retain an issue to run on means the migrant open hydrant will keep flowing daily for all of 2024. And that means another 2 million or so illegals will enter the United States. Meanwhile, the Mayorkas impeachment continues.
They are impeaching the secretary for failing to secure the border while he is negotiating legislation to secure the border. If that is not irony, I don't know what is.
Republicans say Mr. Biden could reverse his January 2021 executive orders on immigration, but the chances of that are nil.
A bipartisan bill would be good for America and help fix our broken immigration system.
Republicans are also right to regard Mr. Biden as an untrustworthy partner.
If that bill were the law today, I'd shut down the border right now and fix it quickly.
It's not at all beyond imagining that he might sign a compromise bill to decompress migration as an election issue, then slow walk enforcement to appease his progressive base. But whatever happened to Republicans' self-confidence in persuading voters to their point of view?
When we can no longer detain and deport, when we can't process the people and actually make a decision right there at the border, then we'll actually turn those folks back around to Mexico and say we can no longer do this.
The main purpose of the Lankford Compromise is to immediately stop so-called humanitarian parole, the once useful entry policy for genuine asylum seekers, which Mr. Biden has turned into virtually unlimited catch and release.
We have the outlines of a deal. We've had it for several days. It's 90+% written.
Governor Abbott did the country a favor by nationalizing an immigration problem that has festered for decades. But a Republican do-nothing decision to let the border bleed for the next 10 months allows Mr. Biden and Democrats to tee up the entire party as a reject everything Trump MAGA caricature rather than a GOP capable of governing.
The immigration system and the border issue is the primary issue in America right now. This is an issue upon which Joe Biden gets a grade of F and deserves to be fired.